It is not for the sake of realizing the entirely pleasant world that monks lead the holy life under me. There are other states, Udayan, higher and more sublime than that, and it is for the sake of realizing them that monks lead the holy life under me. What are those higher and more sublime states, Venerable Sir, for the sake of realizing which monks lead the holy life under the Blessed One? Here, Udayan, Tathagata appears in the world, Arahant Sammasambuddha. So here, as in Sutta 51, section 12 to 19, the Buddha describes how a lay person hears the Dhamma, and then he has faith and renounces and practices the spiritual path. Having thus abandoned these 5 hindrances, imperfections of the mind that weaken wisdom, quite secluded from sensual pleasures, secluded from unwholesome states, a monk enters upon and abides in the first jhana. This Udayan is a higher and more sublime state for the sake of realizing which monks lead the holy life under me. Again, with the stilling of applied and sustained thought, a monk enters upon and abides in the second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. This too, Udayan, is a higher and more sublime state for the sake of realizing which monks lead the holy life under me. When his concentrated mind is thus purified, bright, unblemished, rid of imperfection, malleable, wieldy, steady, and attained to imperturbability, he directs it to the knowledge of the recollection of past lives. He recollects his manifold past lives, that is 1 birth, 2 births, 300, thousands, etc. Thus, with the aspects and particulars, he recollects his manifold past lives. This too, Udayan, is a higher and more sublime state, for the sake of realizing which monks lead the holy life under me. When his concentrated mind is thus purified, bright, unblemished, rid of imperfection, malleable, wieldy, steady, and attained to imperturbability, he directs it to the knowledge of passing away and reappearance of beings, etc. Thus, with the divine eye or heavenly eye, which is purified and surpasses the human, he sees beings passing away and reappearing, inferior and superior, fair and ugly, fortunate and unfortunate. And he understands how beings pass on according to the actions of karma. This too, Udayan, is a higher and more sublime state for the sake of realizing which monks lead the holy life under me. Stop here for a moment. So you see, you notice here, pay attention here, that actually the purpose of the holy life is to realize the jhanas, as stated very clearly by the Buddha here. Purpose of the holy life is to realize the 4 jhanas, and following that to attain the higher knowledges, the recollection of past lives, the heavenly eye mentioned here. So some people nowadays they belittle concentration and belittle the jhanas, even belittle the psychic powers, but this is not what the Buddha says. The Buddha praises the jhanas and praises the psychic powers, saying it is for the sake of this that monks live the holy life under him, to attain the jhanas and to attain the abhinnas, higher knowledges. And also you notice here, before a monk can attain the knowledge of the recollection of past lives, he has to attain the 4th jhana first. After he has attained the 4th jhana, then the concentrated mind becomes purified, bright, unblemished, rid of imperfection, malleable, wieldy, steady, and attain to imperturbability. Only with this state can you get these abhinnas, higher knowledges arise, knowledge of past lives, etc. When his concentrated mind is thus purified, bright, unblemished, rid of imperfection, malleable, wieldy, steady, and attained to imperturbability, he directs it to the knowledge of the destruction of the taints. He understands as it actually is. This is suffering. This is the origin of suffering. This is the cessation of suffering. This is the path leading to the cessation of suffering. Similarly for the asavas, the taints. When he knows and sees thus, his mind is liberated from the taint of sensual desire, from the taint of being, and from the taint of ignorance. When it is liberated, there comes the knowledge it is liberated. He understands birth is destroyed, the holy life has been lived. What had to be done has been done. There is no more coming to any state of being. This too, Udayan, is a higher and more sublime state, for the sake of realizing which monks lead the holy life under me. These, Udayan, are those higher and more sublime states, for the sake of realizing which monks lead the holy life under me. When this was said, the wanderer Sakuludayan said to the Blessed One, Magnificent Venerable Sir, I go to the Blessed One for refuge, and to the Dhamma, and to the Sangha of monks. I will receive the going forth under the Blessed One, Venerable Sir. I will receive the full ordination. When this was said, the wanderer Sakuludayan's assembly addressed him thus, Do not lead the holy life under recluse Gotama, Master Udayan. Having been a teacher, Master Udayan, do not live as a pupil. For Master Udayan to do so would be as if a water jug were to become a pitcher. Do not lead the holy life under the recluse Gotama, Master Udayan. When being a teacher, Master Udayan, do not live as a pupil. That is how the wanderer Sakuludayan's assembly obstructed him from leading the holy life under the Blessed One. That's the end of the sutta. So this last part, you see, these disciples of this Udayan, they couldn't understand a word of what the Buddha was saying, so they could not appreciate the Buddha's Dhamma, and then they were afraid they'll lose their teacher, so they told him, don't go and follow this Samana Gotama, remain as our teacher. So he did not go forth.